All right, let's talk synonyms. What's another word for thesaurus? I know, it's a good one. I use it every time we talk about the built-in thesaurus in the Microsoft Office suite. So the thesaurus that we use to look up words that mean the same as other words or synonyms, the same one we use in Microsoft Word or Visio, also applies here in PowerPoint. So in the previous lesson we were working with this presentation called ECP ePerformance 6a. So if you've got that open right now, you're fine. All you need to do is go to slide 2. So scroll up and click on slide 2. If you're jumping to this lesson, no problem. Go up to the Office button, give it a click, then open, and navigate to the Lesson 6 folder of your exercise files and click on ECP ePerformance 6b. Click open and you'll be all caught up. We'll go to slide 2. Alright, so let's say we've got a word down here in our bulleted list where it says strengthen organizational performance. The word strengthen is close to what we wanted to put in there, but we just can't come up with the word. It's on the tip of our tongue. It means strengthen, but we can't think of it. That's where the thesaurus comes in handy. Now if you look up here on the Review tab, in the Proofing group, you'll see thesaurus is not selectable right now. The second we click in some text, it becomes available to us. So because I've clicked in the word strengthen, when I click thesaurus, the research pane opens up over here on the right hand side of my screen. Strengthen is now selected and it shows up here in the search for field. Also down below you can see I've got my synonyms, so broken down into two groups here. Make stronger, which is a verb, is one meaning for the word strengthen, and you can see I've got reinforce and fortify, embrace, and so on. Then I've also got the meaning of increase, which is also a verb, and here I've got other words like intensify and bolster and so on. Now you may have noticed as we hover over the different options that there's this little drop down that appears to the right of each of these words. Now if I was just to click on bolster, for example, right now, that would be the same as me saying I want to look up other words that also mean bolster. So if I go over to the drop down, you'll see my options are to insert, which would insert the word bolster and replace the word strengthen. Copy, which would just take the word bolster and put it to my clipboard so I could use it anywhere in my presentation. And then look up, we'll look up other words that mean the same as bolster. And that's the default. So if I just click bolster here, it's the same as clicking look up. So you'll now notice that in the search for field, the word bolster appears. You can see the verb boost right here, and then I've got strengthen, reinforce, and so on. Now if I want to go back to that list I just had, no problem. I've got a back button. I give it a click. I'm back to my original selections. Bolster is the word I actually want, so I come over to bolster, click the drop down, and I'm going to choose insert. And there we go. You can see in my presentation now I've got the word bolster, bolster organizational performance. That's exactly what I wanted, and that covers the built-in thesaurus. Now when we're done with the research pane, we come up here to this little X and we close it like so. And we can just click anywhere outside of our slide to deselect that selected text area. Okay, so that's looking up synonyms with our built-in thesaurus. Next we're going to start translating text.